before a bell rung 42 times to commemorate the dead. Giordano and other officials praised the ordinary and extraordinary acts of heroism by first responders and community members as the firefight raged on for more than a week. Some firefighters worked days on the front line, refusing to take breaks, while sheriff's dispatchers continued taking calls even as the fire came close to taking out their building. The night of October 8, we were all tested, Santa Rosa Fire Chief Tony Gostner said. The EPA has assessed 740 properties so far, while the Federal Emergency Management Agency has given out $6 million worth of rental and other assistance to displaced Californians, officials said. Officials estimate the cleanup of debris and other hazardous materials will last into early 2018. The losses are estimated to be at more than $1 billion. Pelosi and U.S. Representative Mike Thompson, who represents Santa Rosa, said they must make their fellow lawmakers in Washington understand the unprecedented nature of the fires, the deadliest in California history. They drove through a neighborhood near Coffee Park where entire streets are wrecked, with only burned-out cars and charred remains of once-standing houses lining the streets. It was just unfathomable the amount of destruction that we saw, Pelosi said. My colleagues will have to understand this is different from anything else, many times over. Santa Rosa alone lost 5% of its housing stock, Pelosi said. What would we like to see the result be? Let's engineer it back from there, she said of the rebuilding efforts. On top of the devastation, authorities have had to deal with looting in neighborhoods where fires raged. Santa Rosa police said 2 more people arrested late Saturday following a high-speed chase through city streets along the southern edge of a burn zone. The Santa Rosa Police Department has corrected the name of one of the 2 people who were arrested on suspicion of looting in neighborhoods devastated by wildfires earlier this month. A man the department previously identified as 29-year-old Sean Craniac has now been identified as Jonathan Leon Lee Connor of Monterey County. Connor and 22-year-old Christina Marsh could face charges including looting, conspiracy and vehicle theft. It wasn't known Sunday if they have attorneys. The department said on its Facebook page that additional felony charges have been filed against Connor for allegedly using another victim's stolen information to identify himself. Witnesses called police after the pair was spotted allegedly loading pilfered goods into a truck. Police previously reported looting arrests as the fires burned. Santa Rosa imposed a curfew in evacuation zones because so many houses were empty. Thompson and other members of Congress, meanwhile, were asked to look at ensuring immigrants living in the country illegally are not at risk if they contact the Federal Emergency Management Agency. They were also asked to look into improving the system for alerting people of pending disasters, a more difficult task now that more homes rely on cell phones instead of landlines. Associated Press writer Christopher Weber contributed from Los Angeles.